Hey guys, welcome back to the video series. Now this video is going to be already part 4 of the installation series. Again, I'm trying to keep these videos nice and short and not too long. I think it works out better for everybody. Alright guys, well let's get to it. Let's continue on with the installation process of installing these hidden fog lights. And again, if you guys haven't already, please smash that like button that you guys are enjoying these videos. Also, if you guys have any questions, please post your question down below. Also, subscribe button is down there as well, so if you wouldn't mind hitting that. And also there's a little notification bell right next to the subscribe button. Hit the notification bell, that way you guys are up to date with the latest series of these videos. All right, let's get to it and continue on. All right, I kind of want to just show you a little progress of what I'm doing over here. So I got the cable in through this way, fished it in through here, and what I use to fish the cable is pretty much a zip tie. Just get like a really long zip tie between, I would say optimal will be 20 inch long zip tie, and then just loop it to itself, and then you're able to, you know, put the stretch this part out like this, put it through here, zip it, and then you're able to put it through the frame and pull it out to the other side. And that's how I did it this way. So I got it through here and fished it out this way. And then after, you could use, you know, you could break the little tab that's inside, so that way, you know, you could always loosen it without, you know, cinching it and locking it. So that's how I do it, and I always have one of these in my toolbox. Anyhow, so I fished it out through here. Now it's sticking out here. I needed to find a spot to put this gigantic relay, and on the Gsxr there's a nice little pocket here which I think would fit perfectly as soon as I remove all these tabs. But I just figure I'd put it over there for now like this, and then once I have everything all set, I'll go ahead and remove that part and tuck all the stuff inside that area. I have the cables running in over here. I'm going to obviously zip tie everything nice and neat, and also zip tie all these cables together. Zip tie it to there, have it come through here, and then it's going to come through this area. Once I have the tank down, I'll be able to pocket it inside there, and that's where I'm at right now. So I already connected the other side LED aux light. Now I wanted to show you on this side, since I'm already on this side. Now I have the cable already over there on that side, and I kind of just forgot to show you guys, sorry. But on the cable, let me kind of show you with this lead, because we're going to connect this one right now, that this long cable, it has one long one and then another one like this one, kind of just sticking off to the side, like little shorty. So we got this really long one and then a little shorty sticking out. So I figured I put the little shorty one on that side because it was kind of tight, and on this side, because there was a little bit more space over here, I decided to do this long one on this side. All right, so let me go over here so I can show you on how to connect the LEDs, or the LED connector, or whatnot. So if you look inside over here, you can see that there is one tab and then two tabs and a little piece of plastic in between those two tabs. And same thing on this, sort of same thing on this one. On the female end, you're gonna see a hole, the two little holes, and there's gonna be a little slot right here. So this thing could only go in one direction. So you wanna make sure that little slot goes with that little piece of plastic right there. And then obviously you're gonna see on the, when you flip it over, that there's gonna be the little hole, little hole and the little clip. So you wanna push it in as hard as you can until you hear the snap. All right, so there's snap. It was kind of quiet, but to really make sure that it's in there, once you put it in, just try to pull it apart. If you can't pull it apart, then you know it's insecure. But if you're able to pull it apart, if you're able to pull it apart easily, then you didn't snap it in all the way. Alrighty, so now that we got all that in, now I'm just gonna go ahead and grab the cable from the other end and kind of tuck everything inside this area right here. Let me see if we can grab the cable. This is kind of the most pocketed area here. I will be tucking in most of the cables in that general area after I zip tie everything and make it nice and neat. Right now I'm just kind of grabbing all the cable, tuck everything in there as neat as possible. There we go. All right, so everything is nice and neat and out of the way. And there we go. So now we have all of this cable that I'll be, you know, kind of just folding and then putting a zip tie on. But right now, the two LEDs are connected. All right, so next after that, we have our small control switches, right, which is right over here, the LED. And we're gonna be making sure that we route this towards the front of the bike. So again, just look in your bike, you know, pocket areas, and then use that small, you know, like the zip tie fishing wire is what I call it, and push it through. If you find that your switch is kind of bulky and can't get into a spot, you know, you could go ahead and kind of mark the cables or take a picture of it, of the cables. So I see there's two white ones and a black. You may want to mark one with like a red marker. That way you know what's what, and then I'll pull it up. I'll take a picture and then I'll pull it off. And then that way I know when I put it back together that that one with the red marking goes to this side, the white one goes here, and obviously the black goes to that area. That way, not having the switch in place, you're able to kind of fish these wires a little bit more tighter different areas without this, you know, big hunk in plastic, you know, kind of getting snagged on some areas. All right, so as you can see, I already marked it with a red marker on this cable. So it's red, white, and black. And I know that the red will be matching with the little LED. So now it's okay for me to actually pull the connector or the tabs off of this switch. So while I do that, you guys could do the same. Therefore, it'd make it easier for you to fish this cable through your frame and everything. Alrighty guys, I figure I'll go mobile on this one to really show you. Alright, so I haven't connected the cables yet. As you can see, here is the positive. I'm going to show you a little trick. I don't know if you see my other videos, but a little trick with these cables. So here is for the LED lights. I haven't yet put it in here yet. I'll show you that. But I have the wires kind of tucked in here, routing through here, lots of zip ties coming out through here, going in here. And the bulk of the wire is kind of in this general area. The wire goes across to that side to connect to that LED. The cable for the LED on this side is already connected there. The wire is coming on through here, as you can see, comes up through here, goes in through the frame, and then I fished it all the way to over here, and then they go in through here, fish it, and have them coming out here. So now they're out coming over here. This is where we're at right now. So this is for the switch, if you're going to be doing the switch that it comes with, that little on and off one. And then this cable here with the little posi taps that it come with, the blue wire is to tap into the high beam, and the white wire is going to be tapping into a wire that when you turn the key on, you know, it gets power, and then when you turn the key off, it cuts power. So that's almost like another additional switch for the lights. So I'll be connecting it to the high beam so I can get that extra illumination when I have the lights on. I'm guessing that when the lights are just, when you hit the switch to turn them on, I think they're probably on like a 100% brightness maybe, but we'll test that later on at nighttime. Before, you know, maybe, you know, tapping in, I'll for sure put this white cable so we could get the connection of power, you know, so I don't drain the battery, and then I'll test it out with the blue wire, you know, afterwards, meaning that I won't connect it right away just to see how much brightness we get, you know, without it. And then when I do connect it with the high beam, and then compare to see how much, you know, brightness you get with, you know, connecting this wire. That's that. I don't want to confuse you guys. I'm almost confusing myself at the moment. So let's go ahead and look for the high beam on the Gsxr. So you want to do is you want to look for your switch, which is right over here, and you're going to see a cable, which is right here. So follow this cable around through the back of the fork, and you're going to notice there's going to be these two gigantic cables. The one is going to be for the ignition, which is right here, and then the other one is going to be for the cables. All right, so from this point of view, you could see that here is the big cable for the switch, and run through here, and then see on the other side to it. And we're going to use our blade, and we're going to cut a slit in the casing to get to the high beam wire. All right, so now before we actually continue on with that department, let's go ahead and connect the system. Now, before we connect the system, we're going to actually use our snips. Now, the reason we're going to be using the snips is going to make it easier on connecting these cables. So when we're removing the bolt over here, there's a little nut at the bottom, and once you remove it, all your cables and everything come out, plus the little nut will fall to the bottom, and it's a real pain in the butt to actually get it, and you know, and all that stuff. And as you're putting more things on your battery, you know, it gets a little bit more difficult. So what you're going to do is we're going to use our snip, and we're going to actually cut a little section of this terminal, and you're going to make it into a letter C. Once we cut it, and it's the shape of a letter C, all you have to do is just, well, on the positive obviously, but on the bolt, you're just going to loosen it just a little bit, and then you're going to slide your connector on it. So let me go ahead and snip one, and then I'll do it so you guys could see. So cut it into a C, loosen it, 10mm socket, slide it in, and then tighten down the bolt. All right, so as you can see, I already snipped it, and it has like the letter C shape or U shape. Same thing with the positive. So now we're going to go ahead and loosen up. I'll do this one because it's a lot more easier for you guys to see on the terminal. All right, so we're going to go ahead and loosen up our negative, and we just want to loosen it. We don't want to take it out completely. So once we have it loosened, we're going to see if we could slide this in. If you're not able to slide it in, then just loosen it just a little bit more until you could actually get it in there. All right, so go ahead and kind of keep on going until I get it, because I do have some other accessories on here. Oh, there we go. Get a little bit more until you snap it in. Once it snaps in, sorry that's kind of unfocused there, guys. Once it snaps in, you can go ahead and tighten down the nut back to how it was. There we go. Nice and tight and secure. Go ahead and do the same for the positive. Alrighty guys, that's gonna conclude this section of the video. Now stay tuned for the next one, which is going to be part 5. This was part 4. The next one will be part 5. Alright guys, if you haven't yet, don't forget to subscribe. It'll be down here. Smash the like button if you enjoy these type of series videos. And if you guys have any questions, leave them in the comments down below. If you know anyone else that's looking to do some lights in these areas right over here, please share my videos. That helps me out a lot, and it also helps get the word out on doing lights over there. As some people don't want to do lights like I have over here, and they rather have lights inside over here, which is the hidden ones, and you know, to provide more lights on the road and stuff like that. Alright guys, take care. Catch you guys in the next one.